Hi, I'm Spencer Brewer, and I want to talk about this piano that just came in my possession. This is an exceptionally rare instrument in the United States. It's an 1838 Hulbert Sons that was made originally in London. This piano, there's so many rare things about this thing. First of all, to be in this condition from 185 years old. This is one piece of wood that is all hand scrolled out. They didn't have machines or steam to do anything like this in the day. So somebody took a flat piece of wood, put a template on it, drew it out, and then painstakingly every little fleur-de-lis is intact. What's so rare is we hardly ever see something like this. This is also some type of a burled, we don't really know what this is. It's a fantastic wood on the very front. What is also very rare to this day are the sharps, or the blacks, are round instead of being rectangles. And what is even rarer is that very, very hard to actually carve ivory round instead of flat wafers. So the ivories go around here in the flat wafers. Also, each one of these legs, which we have taken off, these are all one block of wood, all carved. There's no template for this because if you look really closely, you'll see the different carvings on both of them are slightly off on each one. So this piano, being in this type of a condition, being this old, means several things. One, it was really loved and taken care of in its time. I mean, exceptionally. Think about a 185-year-old anything being in this condition. So somebody loved this piano. The ivories have been gently used, so they have a beautiful patina. There are no chips in them anywhere. And this piano was played by someone who was more classical. Why and how do we know that? Because the edges of the black keys are not worn down. Classical players play straight up and down, where hobbyists slide off the black keys. So that's another thing we can see. Another one is that rarely are any children played this piano because they're usually chips from kids hitting the end of the keys. The thing that blew me out the most, other than this front panel, somewhere between 1890 and 1910, someone contracted with this German company called Engelhardt to make another action for this piano. This is the first time. I've worked on over 25,000 pianos. I've never seen this because no two actions are interchangeable with another company. They just aren't. So somebody had contracted this company to make this action to go into this piano. And why did they do that? Because when this action was made, there was so many inventions that had not come about yet in the piano action industry, so to speak. So they wanted a more current action, which would be 1890, 1900, to be able to play this piano. This is what's called a straight strung. All the strings are going straight up and down. It wasn't until the 1870s that they had what's called the overstrung scale, which made them more dynamic. So this is all a straight strung piano. This would have also been what we call a bird cage, where the dampers go over the top. So this is a newer action that they put inside of it. So when I got this piano, it looked like it had not been tuned somewhere between 80 to 100 years. This entire part of the pen block is shot and it's starting to peel out from the main frame. So there's almost nothing I can do about that. I left the notes up here untuned. It's just like, Twilight Zone. But I did tune the rest of this almost a whole step down because it was so fragile. You can hear what it sounds like. Rarely would you ever hear music like that of an instrument like this. It's so warm, it's sweet, it's very old. And the last thing I'm going to say about the instrument, other than just the rarity of it and how just very excited I am about it, is that when they made these pianos, the metal plate or the harp eventually was the entire back of the piano, which gave the strings more tensile strength, so have more dynamic range, more volume. This only has one bar in the whole piano going right about here down to the middle, and on the bottom of the hitch plate, because the metal plate had only been invented 15 or 20 years when this piano was made. I feel very lucky to have something this old, this rare, and this piano was exceptionally loved. And God, what music did it play, and who did it play for, and where did it play? That just fascinates me.